Michael Bernstam, he's a research fellow at the Hoover Institution, former economic advisor to the Russian central bank. It's a pleasure to have you here, and you actually thought this was a step that should have been taken months ago to prevent the invasion, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And fortunately, it's done now, and it's done by the United States and the Great Britain. Today, Switzerland joined us, and the European Union, the Eurozone, so everyone except China is doing it.
And what practical effect will this have? Why is it such a potent tool?
First, let's look at the numbers very briefly and very roughly. That the Russians have about $640 billion in foreign exchange reserves. Of those, we sanctioned about $400 billion. Of those $400 billion, $200 billion are under control of our central banks, the Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, the Bank of England, and about $150 billion are under the control of private banks. But we prohibited all the transactions. They cannot withdraw cash. Three things will happen. They're already happening. One thing is that it is a run on the ruble. The currency collapses. People run away from the domestic currency. They want dollars. They want euros. The second is already we're seeing it today, tomorrow. They run on banks. The banks will collapse like a domino. The banking system will fold. And people want to withdraw foreign exchange denominated deposits. They have $270 billion roughly, and the banks don't have that kind of cash. So the banks will close. And the third, longer, weeks, months from now, that transactions and payments, that all companies, all businesses will demand dollars because the ruble is falling. And so successful businesses will get dollars. The economy will dollarize. Unsuccessful businesses, they will close. There will be huge unemployment. There will be work stoppages. The supply chains will break down.
So let me restate that just so everyone understands. You're saying the first impact is a run on the ruble. The second impact is a run on the banks. The third impact is that businesses that can survive will end up being dollarized, more dependent on the U.S. dollar. And those that can't survive, obviously, you're talking about mass business closures and mass unemployment. I mean, it's hard to imagine a more punitive response right now. And even though you're not a geopolitical analyst, I just have to wonder, Russia being backed into a corner like this, what response might they possibly have? They're not going to stand by and watch this happen.
Yeah. So today already, actually, the president of Russia has already answered your question because they effectively banned. They demanded that all their companies that export oil, natural gas, metals bring back immediately 80% of their foreign exchange revenues. They cannot hold their proceeds abroad, have to bring them back, sell them to the Russian government. The second, they banned all transactions to move to open any accounts in the West, to move any dollars, whatever Russian citizens have in Russia. So they are moving away from convertibility. Soon they will ban all foreign exchange transactions. They will forcibly convert Russian deposits denominated in dollars and euros into rubles. And this will be a closed economy like the Soviet Union used to be.
Well, it's hard to imagine a more dramatic response and sort of series of events that awaits them. Michael Bernstam, thanks very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.